larger cities, the downtown needs to be the heart of the town, and I think we saw that that was starting to happen in Grand Forks, and that downtown was going to become a destination spot, and we just felt that with the look of the place and the feel that we were going to downtown works. There's a lot of places on the south end, there you have your sports bars and your American grills, and those were great, but we felt with Toasted Frog that this was really the perfect location.
We wanted that historic feel. We wanted the exposed brick and beams and the natural wood and metals, and we knew that was part of the look. It had to have that historic feel to it. Even things like with our sign, we knew it wasn't going to be just some big neon behemoth. We wanted kind of that pub style, where it hangs over the sidewalk. And just those little details. We knew that had to be a downtown setting.
We knew that the brownstones were going to be built, which was, we knew that there was going to be more people living downtown. We knew that a lot of those people were going to be our type of clientele too. And, I guess we're confident in the fact that we were offering a product that wasn't offered anywhere else in Grand Forks. We felt that there was a need for our style of place in Grand Forks. You had Sanders, and then you had your, sports bars and American grills, but there wasn't a whole lot of things to offer in between, say, we could offer, nice entrees, steak, seafood, things like that, but also wings and nice appetizers that kind of, fit the mold. We could cater to everyone. We felt that our product was going to succeed because we could offer something that wasn't being offered anywhere else in Grand Forks.
And as far as knowing that downtown was going to turn around, we've both been involved with places that have always kind of been downtown, whether it be Sanders or the Hotel Donaldson in Fargo, and I knew that downtown was turning around even before I knew about this. You could just feel it. Grand Forks had made strides to clean it up, to get rid of all the unneeded things, and take roofs off of city center malls, things like that. And I knew that it just needed a couple places to get the people downtown, and it was going to explode, and it did. It's exceeded our expectations, but it's definitely right in line with it. If you look back at our numbers and our pre-opening business plans, we're really almost right on what we projected.
Oh, really?
So I guess maybe our expectations were set high to begin with, but we just felt that's what Grand Forks needed, and we felt we were filling that niche, and I guess we're extremely pleased with how this all turned out. But I knew that downtown Grand Forks was ready for all these changes, and I had a feeling that it was going to take off. So I don't know if it really exceeded my expectations, but it definitely lived up to my expectations. And you look out the windows on a nice day and the evening, and the traffic downtown, just the walking traffic is probably tripled since we were doing the construction aspect of this, and it's a combination of all the places downtown, the places that have always been downtown. They always kind of anchored the downtown in the first place, and now there's just so many more options, and I think people like options. They don't like to just go to one place. They like to go to an area and hit a bunch of different places, and that's the beautiful thing about downtown Grand Forks. Every place down here is different. They all kind of have their little thing going on, and you can kind of bounce around and get a whole bunch of different experiences in one night. But honestly, the parking isn't that bad downtown. It really isn't. We have 27 spots around our building that are ours, but in addition to that, people will walk across a half mile of parking lot to go to a Target store, but if you're around the corner half the distance, it seems like it's farther downtown, and I just don't think it's an issue, and I think people are starting to realize that it really isn't. There is ample parking downtown. You may have to walk a little bit, but we're such a small downtown, it's never a big walk anyways.
We saw that happen in Fargo when we were at the Hotel Donaldson. From the time that place opened until the time when we left to come here, it really became a destination spot where people would come and find a parking spot somewhere downtown, and then walk from place to place. And we felt that there was potential to do that here. That's what we envisioned. That's what we wanted. So as long as people, willing to walk a block or two, even it's not, then we felt that could happen. So I think, like you said, you see, especially last summer, when we see a lot more walking traffic downtown than we did 2 years ago. A lot, 3 times as much. So that's good for everybody. That's good for us. It's good for Joe Blacks. It's people are bouncing place to place, and that means everybody gets some business. So I think it's important for the downtown to be well-rounded, though, as far as not be all bars and restaurants.
Absolutely.
Shops and other things for people. It's becoming a destination spot. Doesn't mean having multiple places to eat or drink. You know, it means coming downtown and doing a little bit of shopping, and then having lunch afterwards, or having dinner after doing some shopping. I think it's important because that way you get all types of people down here too, all around who you are. So I think it's important to have many different types of businesses down